We are here at the Guardian Coffee Shop in Shoreditch for a very special reason today. We have 30 readers coming down to get a sneak preview of part of the future of the video game console industry.
I've come along to play some Xbox games, just want to see what it's like, what the graphics are like.
That's what I'm looking for, to be wowed, I think. So I hope I will be. I'm sure I will be.
I'm looking forward to actually getting my hands on a controller, actually kind of using the actual Xbox One.
It's been 8 years since the last video game hardware console transition. We have tonight part of that, which is the Xbox One console, which is coming out on November 22nd. Our readers are going to come in a minute. We're going to let them play the games and we're going to catch up with them and see what they think of them. We've got some really interesting games for you to see. In fact, there's 3 of the Xbox One launch games you'll be able to get hands-on time with this evening. First of all, we're showing off, which I'm really excited about, Forza Motorsport 5, which is the long-running video game sports racing simulation series. We have Rise, which is a kind of Roman version of Call of Duty, but with axes and arrows rather than machine guns. And we have the return of a classic series from the UK developer Rare, the beat 'em up Killer Instinct, which should be really interesting. And it's a free-to-play game when you buy the console.
I am going to get a console. I'm not sure what. Today has been really helpful in making that decision, so I'm not exactly what I'm going to do just yet. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get a console.
So I think it'll come down to people historically buying what they had. They're going to be, if they were PS3 owners, they'll move on to PS4. If they were Xbox owners, I don't think there's going to be a huge amount of change.
So this is the Xbox One console. As you can see, it's roughly the same size as the original Xbox 360. 500GB hard drive, 853 megahertz GPU graphics processor, and an 8-core central processor. Here's the Kinect. New Kinect, so this is a much more high fidelity than the old Kinect. It can see 6 people rather than just 2. And here's the new controller with the redesigned analog sticks with these kind of beveled edges and new triggers which are slightly more curved, and they have rumble motors behind them which give you very precise rumbling feedback for when you're playing racing games or shooting games. So lots of people have said it looks like a Betamax video recorder. If it's that, then it's one that's been beamed into the future and beamed back again, because it's quite high spec. How it does against the PlayStation 4 remains to be seen.
Yeah, I played Killer Instinct previously when I was on a Nintendo, and yeah, it's exactly what you would expect, but with like a faster graphics engine, faster graphics, and much more improvements.
Forza, I think from a presentation and graphical perspective, was stunning. Really, the lighting, the sun streaming on the car, and the colors really popping out. So yeah, really impressed.
Console is, to be honest, it's a box, so it's not going to win any design awards. Could have done better, in my opinion.
I wanted to see what the controller was like, because that's really important for me. So yeah, luckily they haven't changed too much with that.
It's easy to get used to, it's easy to handle. I'm not a fan of the shoulder buttons. They're a bit clinky and they rattle when you click them, so I would like the shoulder buttons to be maybe a little larger.
I might hold out from getting the console on launch day and see what comes a little later on. But yeah, it looks great for the moment, and looking forward to trying out Xbox Live as well and seeing what's going to be new with that.
So that's it for the evening. It's been really, really interesting seeing actual gamers get their hands on this technology. I think really that was a quick play with the next generation consoles. Next up is November and it's console war.